Hey y'all, Jen again. Today I am here to talk to you about the four different ships of Disney Cruise Line. There is the Disney Magic, the Disney Wonder, the Disney Dream, and the Disney Fantasy. And those are in order of when they came to being part of the Disney Cruise Line. The Magic was the first ship, and the Fantasy is the newest. So a lot of times people ask me, what ship do you love? What ship would you go on? And I really don't have a preference. There are things about each ship that I enjoy, and I kind of like to base my choice on the destination, on the departure port, and not necessarily on the ship. Although, once I've been on a ship a few times in a row, I like to change it up. So, the Magic and the Wonder are considered the classic ships, and there are things on those ships that make me want to go on them sometimes a little more. One of the things is that they're smaller. A lot of times people like the bigger ship, like the bigger atrium, but with the Wonder and the Magic being smaller, I just enjoy the fact that there's less people, and less people on the ship means less people on Castaway Cay, and I love the Disney Cruise Line a lot for Castaway Cay. That's probably one of my most favorite places to go. And so when you're on the Dream and the Fantasy, there's more people on the ship, so there's more people in Castaway Cay, where on the Magic and Wonder, you have less people there. So um, it's a little less crowded. It's easier to find a chair on the beach, things like that. I also really like the adult pool on the Magic and Wonder. It's laid out a little bit differently, and so you have more water to relax in. There's also more chairs in the sun. If you enjoy laying in the sun, there's definitely more sun space around the pool on those classic ships. I also really like the restaurants on the Magic and Wonder. I just think the theming is better. They're decorated better. I just really enjoy the setup of those restaurants. I didn't realize how much I really liked them until I was on the Magic the last time. I also have friends that just got off the Wonder, and they said the new Tiana's place is amazing. It's their new favorite restaurant. I really like Animator's Palette on the classic ships. I don't want to ruin anything, give too much away, but the show that they do in Animators on the classic ship, just it it's amazing. It just every time it happens, I just smile ear to ear. So I do like that more. On the Dream and Fantasy, they have the Aqueduct, which is amazing if you're a water slide person, or if you're not. The Aqueduct is super, super cool. The Magic has the Aquadunk. Also very cool, but I will never do it again. If you are not a thrill seeker, which I am not, but I just did it to do it, I would not recommend it. It's super scary, but it was, I had to do it. So, but the Aqueduct is super cool. My mother does not go on any rides whatsoever, not Pirates of the Caribbean, not It's a Small World, and we can get her on the Aqueduct. So that's really cool. I also like the bars on the newer ships on the Dream and the Fantasy. The theming on those is so much better than on the classic ships. Skyline is super cool. I love the champagne bar. The sports bars are super cool. And just in general, the clubs and everything. They've done a nice job when they updated the classic ships, but just the bars in general on the newer ships are themed much better. So when you're thinking about a cruise, I wouldn't necessarily recommend picking the cruise based on the ship, because all four of the ships are really, really amazing. My suggestion would be to look at the destination, look at your departure port. Really, no matter where you go out of or what destination you go to, it's all about preference. I really like leaving out of Port Canaveral. I left out of Miami in December, probably something I will never do again. The Port Canaveral has a dedicated Disney Cruise Line port, and so it really makes a difference. But it's really about the destination and not so much about the ship, just because all four of Disney's ships are really, really awesome. So when you're deciding on your cruise, just take a look at those different ships, look at those departures, look at the ports of call and make your decision based on that.